If you're going to watch this and think I'm going to sit here and talk about the Briscoes' greatest matches or stuff like that, that's not where we're going to go here. I know a lot of people are talking about the man that Jay and Mark Briscoe are, and that's what I want to share. My personal moments with them boys. I guess it was probably 2012 when Ring of Honor started running in Baltimore. And at that time, my love for professional wrestling was not at a high level. And the Briscoes and Ring of Honor really brought my love back. And I remember after a show at the Dew Burns Arena, they taped TV. And they had TVs in the lobby area. And Mark and Jae were standing there watching a playoff football game. And that's my first memory of them sitting there or standing there watching a game and conversing with them about football, just shooting the shit, you know? And I always, that moment always sticks to me because that was like the first time. And then I remember after they start having do the taping or the pay-per-view at Dew Burns, De La Rosa's used to be right down the block, and they had an after show there. And they would interact with everybody, you know, talk, take pictures, have a good time, watch, talk about what we were watching on TV, whether it was football or basketball or whatever sport. And that always stuck with me. And then over the years, I would see them at different shows or when they would do a signing. Like I remember they were doing a signing on a Saturday at the Giant in Wilkins Avenue. And I had to work. And I'm like, God damn, I'm not going to be able to make it. And by some grace of God, my last load ended up being right down by there. And I'm like, I'm in my dump truck. I'm like, screw it. I don't care. I'm stopping. And there were Mark and Jay sitting there waiting for people to show up. And I'll never forget, Jay was eating raw cauliflower and tuna out of like the little bag. It just, it was just a sight to see. But they were, from that point on, Jay always remembered me as truck driving man, because I said, you guys give me a hot shot and my truck won't start, because I was having electrical problems at that time. And that was always a great moment. And then I remember at the Be More Healthy Expo, I was walking around and they happened to be coming in, and Mark yelled, "There he is!" And I'm thinking, man, who the hell is behind me? And he meant me. And they came up to me and started talking to me. And then, you know, I went through the line and got a picture with them, and they were, you don't hear it enough. They were great people. They loved their fans. They made you feel like you were a part of their family. You were their friend. They were happy to see you. And I can't, even my friend Dave recalled that one of the times at the big, I can't remember what the name of it is, the new college place where they were running last. And they were sitting at a table when I came in. It may have even been 2 different times. And before I even saw them, they saw me and came up to me. And a few times I went blank, because it blew my mind that somebody like that remembered me. I mean, you know, they made me remember them by what they did in the ring, and even more so of how they treated me. And that's why this loss of Jae has been so incredibly difficult for me, because I'll always remember those moments. And the last real Ring of Honor show where they won the tag titles from Bennett and Taven, everybody came out and they were, I'd stop and talk to Mark, and Jae had a gash on his head, and he came out, and, at that point we didn't know what was going to happen with Ring of Honor or whatever, and, that moment, excuse me, yeah, that moment was, he told me, thank you, man, for all the years of support. And thank me for always being there. And that's the last thing he's ever said to me. It's just hard to believe that he's gone. And I've never had a celebrity death affect me in this way, because they were my guys, and in a kind of weird way, I was their guy. I know I'm not the only one that they probably were this way too, and that's great, because as a fan, a lot of times we don't get to connect with whatever celebrity, wrestler, musician, actor, actress, whatever it is. We don't get that connection like that. I will never forget all those moments. I will take them to my grave. And if I ever get the chance to see Mark again, I'm probably going to hug him and bawl. Because I love those guys. I love that family. And I feel so bad for what they're going through. Because I've been through it. My stepmom was killed on a motorcycle while we were on a trip in Florida. And I was on the bike with my dad ahead of her. And traumatic experience. I'm not comparing the two, but and just another reason why we're only here for this. This is our only trip. So we gotta enjoy what we got. And stuff like this just makes you think differently and makes you just... Jae was just like one of those people you thought that was just fucking invincible. And I love them guys. I don't know what more to say. There isn't another group of wrestlers or tag team that I love more than those guys. As they treated me like a friend, they treated me like family. Reach for the sky, boy. Thanks for watching.